Friday questions and answer live stream, which no doubt has better audio now because I always reset it. Always. Must be something with the phone. So we'll let everyone get in, back in. Yep. Hello, Mr. Surpaz. Uh, Wait until everybody else is. There we go. Better, Jake. Better. As expected. Uh, and Lexi. Try again. I mean, how is the audio? Yes. Uh-huh. That's right. You did. Yes, always on the second try. If I pressed that button, it would go away. And would become hissing again. I don't know what it is. Must be something. Now, the only thing hissing is the heater, because it's golden here. Right, so, welcome to... Yes, next time I'll do that, Mr. Surpaz. I'll try second and go first. So, hello, Lexi, Mr. Surpaz, and Jake. Welcome to the Friday Q&A. This is different than the Heathen Hangouts on Sundays, as you know. This is my spontaneous live stream where anything goes. We have open lines. So good morning, good evening, good afternoon, whatever the case may be, across all 25 time zones. This is a very frozen live stream once again. Do you like my new glasses? I have all three of them here that I will pull out when I need some extra content. It is spontaneous, but planned. Verhalok Shield, Mr. Zorpaz. Lexi. Lexi, you ask the important question. I am everywhere and nowhere. All at the same time. I am everyone and everything, probably. Or something like that. Because they haven't gotten here, because the watchers haven't gotten here, yet, complete art form. Only just started. Oh, am I Jesus? Well, well, the comment comes from that kind of idea, I guess, but, no. Maybe. I don't know. Depends on everybody else, too, now. You get it, Jake. I guess we need to add another one. And, well, Jake's a mod now. Hello, Pankaj. Okay, you see the watchers are starting to come in. Yes, that's right, Lexi. Hello, Pankaj from India. Well, no, I just had one of those, buffer, and haircut's not gonna happen. It's just not. Zed, hi. Hello, Curtis. So, what do we have? Well, I just sort of answer everything from spontaneous combustion. No, spontaneously. I answer everything spontaneously in the hopes that it can at least entertain some of you for a little bit and entertain myself with some good conversation and entertaining all you fine people. Hello, Peaky Blinders. Hello. Ah, KP Heathen, how's the snow going? Is it melting yet? Greetings. Play Bob Marley's song, Buffalo Soldier. Well, bend over. Good name. Well, I can sing a verse because I'm wondering what to say at the moment. So, Buffalo Soldier, train like a Rasta. There was a Buffalo Soldier in the heart of America. Yup. Oh, I do, bend over. Look at this, yeah, uh-huh. Quite right, KP Heathen. 30 in the chat, so only 3 likes. Remember to like it because it's something I don't remember. Now, oh, so we can also just not be funny sometimes and ask normal things too, like, and say normal things and talk. It's a kind of a hangout, so Mr. Surpause, you've gotten above freezing. That's good. Hello, AI Creative Mind. Good to see you. Jake, how's Gary? Gary's doing good. Glowing like always. And Curtis, good to see you. And Mr. Surpause. And why don't we bring our co-host up? She's needed in these times. It's Baroness. She'll be happy to be our co-host this evening, morning, afternoon. Yup. I will do a video on Baroness sometime, so. Hello, Rosario Sinos. You just joined the channel. That's good. Thank you. No issue. Yep. So, questions and answers. I'll answer mostly. I'll try to answer things and stuff for either deep ponderment or humor. So, yeah. Hi, Longstick! Yes, I should treat... Hello, Cone. I should treat her to a Baroness to a viewing of Return to Oz. I've never seen that, but she does need to. I mean, she was named, like, quite right, Lexi. She was named, after you told me about that. Her full name is Baroness Bellina de Medici. Because she's the Serpent Queen. Very funny. So will your dog. And yeah. Yes, she is a pet. She's 12 years old. And yes, Mr. Shogun, she is. Yeah, I get the joke too, but it's true. She is the pet, and she does have a birthday. She was, what was it? Sometime in March, I think, or yeah, she's a spring chicken, I believe. Born kind of late for a chicken, but I believe. But yeah, she's 12 years old this year. Don't cook her, please, Mr. Shogun. Yes, no, don't worry, she won't be. She's, was well protected as any dog. And you're right, most chickens do live about 8 years, but this one, well, she's been... Well, there is the big story. My memory is... This subject of her birthday, I've never really memorized Jake as much. Big story is, is that she was once an outside chicken. Um, and, hello, sugar, she says. And she was an outside chicken with a group of 5. And one by one they were gone until she was left with one other Boom Boom. And then she was gone. And then she just decided to follow us inside because she was the only chicken left. And, and she just became an inside part of our lives. And now she's the most, chilled chicken ever. And you just can't stop going like this. Her name is Baroness Sugar and Longstick. Do you take her to the vet? No, actually, she's never been to the vet. I don't know of many vets that would look after chickens. I know there was one in New Mexico, but she wasn't around then. Besides, she's had several close calls. When it comes to things, you gotta watch out for chickens having stuffed up, especially in their egg-laying days, but she's past them. Yes, chickens can live long enough to where they stop laying eggs. Yes, you're right, Cone. Luke's family is Baroness. Yeah, that's right. She's not our pet. We're her pets. Her serfs at time. Well, of course, Siggy, you eat chickens, and so do we, and so does she. Yep, she says. Yeah, she's, a little morally questionable sometimes. Hello, monster traps. But that's why she's called Baroness de Medici. She's the, she is the equivalent of the big ruler of chickens, and she really likes sitting on feather beds. Don't think too deeply on that. All hail the chicken. Thank you. Night, everyone. I'm Baroness. And I'm in charge of the stream now. And if you're just tuning in, this is probably gonna look really weird. Yeah, just a check-in on a live stream. Maybe it should be a thing, huh? Let's see. You know, a few people who get pet chickens, but are also non-vegetarians. To me, it's a little bit of a different thing. I mean, it's all about how they're treated. Meat chickens are different. To be the truth, she'd probably look down on meat chickens. That's why she eats them. They're treated differently. But I don't know if I would want to eat a chicken that was raised on a farm like she has, because it would just be too. I don't know. I don't think I'd be able to raise chickens to eat unless they were treated as meat chickens. And even then, I guess it's just the thing of not having to deal with things. It's first world thing, but it's true. You don't have to see the death. But also, the meat chickens are treated differently, and they have less of a life. They live less, and of course they're capable of the same thing. Guess it's kind of like aliens raising meat humans. Oh, that got dark. Chicken lives matter. Quite true, monster traps, and she goes for the freedom of all chickens as long as she can control them. Let me look at her. She's judging them. Judging them all. Yo, English. So. Chickens aside for a moment. I've got new glasses. And I've got, More new glasses. Got these ones. I've got these ones, which are really, really quite invisible. I can hypnotize in English. Yeah, glasses segue is just a moment thing. How old is the chicken English? 12 years old. Yeah, that's right. She will be this year, and yeah, she can be hypnotized. Basically, you just have to go like this, and she becomes very still. Oops. Sorry. Right. So we got. Let's spice it up a bit. We have. When things go boring, you just gotta raise your voice a bit and just go mad with what you do. Not care what anybody thinks of you. That's what I'm doing now. For your entertainment, of course. Yes, I seen the draw a line thing. I've never noticed that with her, but I've noticed that I can go like this. Really close to her eyeballs. And she sort of follows it. Yeah, let's throw some spice on it. Oh dear. Roast garlic. Baroness? Yeah, I would like that. I want to eat the chickens. Oh, be careful. Yeah, well, the thumbnails are still getting improved. That's for sure. I'm just starting to, thumbnails are an interesting topic. They are very, important. Yep, shout out to the 12-year-old chicken English. She appreciates that. I don't know how long she can live, but she doesn't show any signs of, yeah, quite right, Lexi. She doesn't show any signs of deteriorating. What was I saying before? Yeah, she's queen of the chickens. Yeah, pets, Shadow Warrior. But she's likely to have chicken for dinner. Not really. Only sometimes. Yeah, she likes to share it. Yeah. And she is queen of the chickens. As I've said, she's lived past her egg-laying days. But when she's egg-laying, she had a lot of, times when she wasn't feeling good. I believe she would get a stomach ache. And you always have to end up massaging this little lunchbox right here, which, might remind you of what humans have, on the front, but it isn't. It's a little lunchbox that holds all their food and chews it up before it goes down into their stomach because they don't have teeth. So sometimes it can get clogged up, and she needs to eat oil, and yeah, she would end up stuffing herself too much, and it would become like a rock. Oh, well. Yeah, but as I said, English, it's just different. Meat chickens versus pet chickens. I mean, she's completely morally questionable about that, so I guess we are too. Monster traps, I guess they do normally live past their egg-laying days. It's just most chickens die before that happens. Not really, BK Budshard, but thank you for the offer. But it is because I find it fun to make them. The thumbnails, that is. Chicken dinner, rashu, so, Francisco Morel, what is the chicken's name? Baroness. That's Baroness. Like the ruler. Baroness Belina de Medici, Serpent Queen, Queen of the Chickens, and, yeah. 5 or 10 is usually what they live, and she's 12, and she doesn't show any signs of slowing down. Yeah, 22, so she's going for that. She'll try. We'll see. Yeah, and she is indoors all the time, Monster Trap. She has her own seat, and she just sits there with... I mean, she could have diapers, but instead she just has a seat that she usually sits on, and it's just... She sits on a lot of paper towels, and she usually goes over to the same paper towels to plop, and that's what she does. Other than that, she sits and pecks and then goes outside most of the time. And goes outside and dusts. Lexi is here as well, and welcome. Thank you for that. You're quite right, English, and let's see. Well, Baroness, go over here for a moment. Yep, she has her spot. And what else? Let's have some more content while I show you my old glasses. We do only have the one chick in English because, well, they all died, unfortunately. But she's the last one left. She's been with us well, she's been with us for 12 years, of course, but she's been with us inside for like, what is it? Going on 5 years, I believe? Yeah, about that. My old glasses. Yep, they've been good. Giles glasses, Like on Buffy the Vampire Slayer. Good segue, Lexi. But yeah, she did lose all of her friends, and she was very sad about that. She really was. And Lexi, the video yesterday is incredibly insightful. You do like the old glasses? Well, I know. That's why I will continue to wear them on most of the videos. I like them too. And yes, it was incredibly insightful. Thank you, Lexi. The video came to me after watching Bjorn's, of course, and, you know, we sat and talked about it. Purpose is important. Hi, Ramzan. Amuk, Ramzan, and, good to meet you. And I suppose we'll go on a purpose little thing here. Purpose is important. It's what we need. Yeah, might spur her on for another 10 years. English, quite right. So, Ramzan from London. And, I've flown in the air. I've been in the airport a couple times. Thank you, Jake. Jack, you the man. Hello. And let's see. So, I wasn't planning on talking about it, but purpose and goals. We were talking, me and Mom, and seems like the root to all it seems like it would be a cure to most internal dialogue, having that purpose. The purpose gives us, what else can I say? The purpose gives you purpose. We're all good, Jack. How's everyone doing in the chat? How are your days going? A little question from the Q and answerer, wherever, yeah, answering your Q's with A's. I forgot to say that. So, Okay. Have a great day, Long Stick. Thank you. And you have a good day, too. So, yeah. Purpose seems... It just gives you purpose. I mean, how else can you say it? I mean... Happy time zone indeed, Lexi. It is our saying. So the having a purpose, let's see. Yeah, when you're on a topic, you can just sort of speak about it, but then once you're off the topic and you go back on it, you have to remember what it is you were thinking. By long sticks. Happy Friday, Jack. Without a purpose, we don't have anything to look forward to, and so we can end up ruminating on things. And isn't that the cause of all depression? Just sitting there thinking about our problems. Even if the problems aren't very big, or even if they are big, we just think about them. And stagnation, exactly. If we stagnate, what happens? You grow moss, you grow all these little bugs, bacteria grows, you become poisoned. You can't drink stagnant water, and we're made of water, mostly. That's an interesting way to look at it. So we have to keep flowing. Running water never grows stale, so you just gotta keep on flowing, as Bruce Lee said. Be water, my friend. So when you have a purpose, you can be that water, because the water has a purpose, to flow to wherever it's going. And it doesn't exactly care where it's going, as long as it's going. Procrastination, right, Jake? And if an obstacle smashes in front of it, it flows around it, continuing on its downhill course. Well, humans have an ability to go uphill, which is good because of our legs and our mind. But we just keep on flowing, and we will keep that purpose in sight. We gotta keep the purpose in sight, and if we don't have a purpose, find it. Lexi. 3 men tore off your roof. Quite right. And, so how do we find the purpose? As I said in the video, go and find what it is you want to help with the world. Now, how do you think you could help the world best? I'll just ask the, hello, Pongroj. I'll just ask the, chat there. What do you think you could do to help the world? We all wonder of our purpose. KP Heathen. That's a good question for the Heathen Hangouts, but so remember that question so we can answer it again. But I'll answer it now. And what got me into the Norse faith? Yeah, it's true. Well, what got me into it is basically, it's always been part of what I've known, going all the way back. I've always been into nature. Hello, Raventor, back again. Good to have you here. Ha. I've always been with nature. And so, rather than finding it and then thinking it, I've always thought like that. And then I just seen how the Norse used to think, and I thought to myself, they think pretty much how I already think. So, it was a good match. And it's quite interesting. And there's the important questions too. Invisible. It's a meme now, by the way, so that's why it's funny. From Montana, in this country, in the United States. Um, I'm Magnus Lees. Hi from Minnesota. Minnesota. Night. How's the weather there? Um. So yeah. Why do I look like a superstar, Monage? Well, I'm not yet, but maybe one day I'll be. Um. What was the saying? Ah, yes. So you. So I just. The time is. What is it? It's sometime before 1 o'clock p.m. Um. We don't have a clock in here. Yeah, we do. 12:43 or something. That I don't think the minutes are right on that clock. So, love from India. Hello, Manoj. Glad to have you here. Oh, and Raventor, you're quite right. Hit the like button. Wow, that video is doing good that I released. It's 8 p.m. Monster Traps. That would put you, I believe, in about English time. Yes, or Europe. It's 1 o'clock in the morning. How you're far away, invisible. Yep. Lexi says it too. Hammer the like, boys and girls. You've put it well, Lexi. Um. Oh, sudden loss of thought. Yeah, yeah. There's a little bit more than 3 thumbs up right now, because it doesn't always track. I'm reading 13. No, make that 14. And that's right. That's what I was saying. The video was doing. Well, it all depends, Invisible. I mean, there's variety everywhere. There's quite a variety everywhere on that subject. And that video is doing really well. It's surprising. I mean, Bjorn shared it, and now it's got 85 likes. That's really good. I'm glad I was able to put that out there. I mean, because it was difficult to. I mean, I had to go out there, filmed it. The camera died before I knew it, so it had 10 minutes I had lost, so I had to come back, charge it, walk back. It was, but it was fun walking through the snow. And as I said, soon I'll be back to jump in that river. It's gonna happen. In fact, it's sunny right now. Interesting. Yeah. Anyway. What else? What else do we have? I know, Rav, I've never gotten that many likes on a video either. It's always, probably because when you tuned in, it was at 3 and it hasn't refreshed. KP. But, yeah, yeah, likes are hard to get. They always, in YouTube standards, they seem to help, but likes are like, least thing, and so when you get a lot of likes, it does show something. What? Lexi, you're always shouting. Monster Trap, you've got 600 on a short. Wow, that's really good. The shorts can be very powerful. I like these. I'm starting to like these live streams. Live streams are fun to do. but I've just started doing those shorts, and they're kind of fun to watch. I mean, it is the reason I'm doing the channel, for fun, but I also like putting out those helpful messages because I feel it helps the world, and we can all help the world one person at a time. And each of you that hear the message, you can go out and um, act nicely in the world, and hey, what do you know? Maybe that's a purpose, a small one, but I think that's a purpose that we can all have, no matter what, is to try to make the world a better place, one person at a time. I don't think we can sustain ourselves by making that our only purpose unless we become like the Dalai Lama. Uh, but in normal circumstances, we can help the world one person at a time. This is becoming more philosophical than I thought. I'm meant to be funnier, but there's still time. Hey, brother, Nikhil Balian. Uh, so, um, oh, monster trap. Good question. Preppers. I like prepping, and yeah, we, we do like to prep. That's for sure. Um, I've, well, I have specifically have some ideas for. Hey, you're right, Jake. This is a Q&A, so go ahead. I mean, sometimes I'm afraid to ask because, like, this is the internet, and what a stupid idea to ask anything. To ask anybody to ask anything, but that's part of the fun. Uh, so, yeah, prepping is we do it, and we like to prep for things that could happen, but most of the time we're prepping because we do like to have a large stock of things and stuff. Well, things and stuff, yeah, that's descriptive, but yeah. Anybody can prep, and it just saves time not having to go to the store all the time. And then, if the nuclear bomb did go off, you're ready. And Raventor, you ask, what shall I eat now? Hmm. Yes, you did have lasagna, but now you need something. You need something. How about some Haribo gummy bears? I don't know what that, but I mean, that's a good point. Is that I can't answer stuff, but sometimes I do not understand the question. Um, oh, Nikhil, can I speak in Hindi? Well, no, but I can sing in Hindi. I think it's Hindi anyway. I can sing a couple songs, um, because I just listen to foreign music, and I copy the lyrics as best as I can because it's just so catchy. So, da da da, da da. This is kind of a classic that is over here. We sometimes see. Dole nama chacumbe pareta sune nerbe pukara segara nene pia. Dole nama chacumbe pareta sune nerbe pukara segara nene pia. Dole nama chacumbe pareta sune nerbe pukara segara nene pia. Dole na. I don't know if that's actually Hindi, but yeah, I've been singing that for years. Uh, oh, you're thinking about steaks, Raventor. Yeah, steak and chips. Steak and steak and steak and broccoli. Uh, oh, Lexi, well, how about chicken and scallops, Hi, Dilshad. Good. Excellent. More from India. Oh, you said something uh, in Hindi, I believe. Ravantur. Impressive. Most impressive. And she does, Jake, she does. Um, Mr. Surpaz, you know the mouth-watering sensation you get just before the steak is done? I wonder if vegans feel the same when mowing the lawn. That's funny. Yes, Nikki, it is a neat language. Nikhil. I'm a wonderful person. Well, thank you, Dilshad. Um. Oh, the Gayatri mantra. Let me go back and read it. Om Bhurbuva Svata Svit. I do not have the. I've never actually read it read it much to know the pronunciations of the readings. Sabotur Vranyam Bargo Devasya Dimai Dio Yona Prakyodayat. I probably really butchered that. Vegans. That's right, Jake. That's how I say it. Oh, you're quite right, Jake, from Montana. Does it clap? Yes, does. Wait, what? Oh, probably some reference, but, I just sort of know things as they are. No, I won't. Nikhil, thank you, and namaste. To you, Trent, and Jake. No worries, indeed. Yeah. So we've done a pretty good. We're doing a. I mean, it's all right. Live stream, but hmm, I believe I've heard that phrase, Nikhil. Pretty sure. Yeah, Ramantor knows. Um, so. See? Stop the yapping. Alright, give us a room tour. Well, place isn't really clean, so can't probably that much, but I will tell you where I am. I'm in the adventure wagon, as we call it. It's a motorhome because we are building a house out here, and this is where we've been in Montana for so long. Yeah, it is a good suggestion. Yeah, remove this headlight. So we got. This is the door. That's the talisman that protects us from the monsters. If you want to know more, you just have to ask Lexi. Just yell from Lexi. There, the postcard, Ludlow Castle. And what I'm sitting in is this comfy chair. And, so we've got a radiator, keeps us warm. And then you got Baroness's seat. She sits there and stuff. Yeah, back there's the bedroom. And past me is where the steering wheel is, and there's lots of stuff up there. Quite right, Lexi? Steering wheel's up there. passenger seat's there. Mom sits in front of me. Dad sits over there. And, this is the table. That's the eating table. Over there's the kitchen, which is got a lot of dishes in the sink right now. It's been the middle of a deep freeze. Make those steaks, Raventor. Good. And yes, Lexi. From! It's a show. Everybody gonna watch From because it's good. Yes, I'm sure there will be, Raventor. So this is the adventure wagon, a descriptive tour anyway. It's we've been in the middle of a deep freeze, so everything is a little bit cluttered after living inside for several days and not being able to organize the place much because it's been so cold. We're talking like minus 15 Fahrenheit. What is that? Minus 26 Celsius. Monster traps. Best steak you've had was in Mallorca. Mallorca. Ooh, veal steak. Size of your arm with sea salt. That sounds like a nice place. Same. Especially same, Jake. Lexi does that to you when she mentions Sunday roast, because I've had those Sunday roasts and they are good. Ooh, a question. Hi, Ujawal Sharma. A question, Mr. Sorpaz. What kind of spices does everyone use on their steak? Well, we just certainly don't get enough steaks, but it's a good question. So everybody, what do you use on your steaks? Yeah, we don't do steaks enough, but when we do, I like to use pepper and garlic, mostly. Granulated garlic, and then, kosher salt, and, that's about it, really. Not much. Not too much. Maybe a bit of paprika. Unreal. It sounds good. I do not know Mahakam Mala of India, but I can look him up. Nikhil. Here we are in Montana. Heinz 57 Operum. That's reminds me of the song. Of Cheeseburger in Paradise. I like mine with lettuce and tomato, Heinz 57 and French fried potato, big kosher pickle and a cold draft beer. Well, good God Almighty, which way do I steer for my cheeseburger in paradise? Yep, if only it was that easy, Jake. But it is. It is easy, Jake. I went 10,000 miles to go to the lion. Salt and pepper, fried in butter. That sounds good, actually. Oh, yes, I'm hungry, too. I haven't eaten anything today yet. No, wait, I've forgotten. It was just kind of, simple, so I forgot about it. Buckwheat. We had buckwheat for breakfast. Should have lunch soon. Any Bigfoot encounters in Montana, Curtis? Not yet, but it's more common up by the land in Washington. We know one of the one of the YouTubers that is very close to us, Charles Shaw, which has a very good YouTube, does his Bigfoot hunts, and they're funny and entertaining, and yes, he knows that they are funny and entertaining, but he likes doing them, and he's a nice guy. Is Montana mountainous? It is, but it can also be flat, but not really flat. I mean, it's never flat, but it can have valleys, so it is mountainous. I'm looking out there. Uh, what? I'm looking out there, and it's. I can see the mountain, and back over there is a 10,000 foot peak. Um, and and oh yeah, you can see how he cooks his steaks on KP Heathen's channel. You should go check that one out. Um, Greetings, the dancing era. Um, the Greetings from Denver. I've been there before. It's a nice place, and I've been to the airport too. The 10,000 foot mountain called. It's called Mount Powell. It's right over there. I could show you it sometime, but it's not a very good view from here. I need to do an outside live stream one of these days when it gets not freezing. In fact, it looks kind of warm out there. It looks like a good time for a swim. I don't know. And yes, ends. Yep, quite right. You're in sync, Lexi and Jake. We all are in sync, as I say. Quite right, Jake. Bye, bye, bye. Yeah, dude, it's the tallest mountain in Montana. It's got snow on it right now. It's neat. We can walk the trail that way, and so we get to the river. Yeah, Lexi, could do a trail walk, and I could do it while live, and that would be fun. I mean, I could do it right now, but we'll do it sometime. Let's see here. I can kind of show you the outside right now. That's our view. It's kind of in town, but it's just almost going out. Right. So that's why we go for an hour, because I think that's how long we can sustain it. So, good fun and practice, and of course I'll be back from a Sunday stream with more well thought out notes and stuff, and things, and more talks, and poems probably, and less Gary, maybe more Baroness. These lives are fun. I enjoy talking with all of you people. It's very nice to speak. And, well, go on a monologue sometimes. It's, dare I say it gives purpose, huh? Quite right. Last minute questions. Ask anything. As terrible as an idea that is, and I will answer like an oracle, because I know everything. No, I don't. But just, I mean, yeah. Yeah, someone came in and extended the last. We need Wyo Dino is who we need. She was the hero of last live stream. How do I pronounce the word? Gotti. I pronounce it like that. Gotti. Mostly because probably have an idea what you're referring to, maybe? Yes. Yeah, it was while Lexi was the savior. And long sticks. Oh, it's wrong. Yes, fish? You pronounced Gothi as fish? What? Ah, ah, what is the meaning of life? Yes, the epic question that we have to ask ourselves. Oh, that's a good one, Ali. I'll get to that one. Um, Meaning of life is when I was 12 years old or younger, I wrote a paper to myself about what the meaning of life is, and I think my idea has changed, but back then I posited that it was to give off energy to fuel the rest of the universe. Interesting, interesting idea. That we're all power plants in this universe or something. So, hmm, GH is an F as in laugh. O turns to E. T. Wow. Wow. That's quite the difference to learn, Mr. Sorpaz. So it is fish. Fish. Um. So, funny moment from my life. There's been plenty. Plenty. Hard to pick out just one. Uh, of course, most of the time it relates to some form of thing that didn't seem funny at the time, but is funny when you look back. Those are usually the funniest times. Don't know. I don't remember. I just have to say the time with the bullies at the playground. That just seems pretty funny. How they came through terrorizing everybody, and I just sat there, not caring. That was the only time I dealt with bullies on a playground. It's because, I mean, if you know me, uh, yeah, never dealt with kids much when I was their age. Um, moment, yeah, biological power plants. Quite right, Jake. Um, let's see. And that was retracted, but I believe maybe, even if you didn't, it's a good, interesting question to ask if it's myself. Does everything, is everything money, about money? Yeah, I don't think so, because if our purpose was to make money, it's always going to make us feel hollow. Any company that that even if every company wants to make money, let's say, let's just use companies for example. Every company wants to make money, but if they don't have a purpose, if their purpose is just to make money, then they are obviously usually going to fail because they need to um, they need to put something out there to serve people. And most companies with a, well, I suppose you could call it passion for helping something, usually is the ones that do well, unless you count the government. They want money. um, the name of the Pacific Ocean has 3 C's, all pronounced differently. Mr. Sorpas. If you teach a man to fish, um, monster chaps, he can each for life. Uh, yep, country. Here, America. American. People talk with American accent. Monster trap. Corporate consumerism is hollow. And, yes, money is needed in the system. That's why I choose to look at money, like I said in one of my very old videos. Um, older videos. Uh, nothing on my channel is that old, but uh, it's um. Oh yeah, that's right. Money, 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 money. Money is time certificates. Eh, anything we do, we can either use time to make it ourselves, do it ourselves, or pay somebody to spend their time to do it. And so what are we doing? We're paying for their time. What are we always doing? We're paying for time. In most cases, we're paying for time. You buy a story, you're paying for the time. We could have made a story ourselves. That wouldn't have been very entertaining. But time. Uh, so we're always paying for time. So when we're paid, we're giving our time and then being given money. So either I could light a fire myself, and that would take a little bit of time, or I could turn on a gas or an electric, and it would just be there. But I have to pay for that gas or electricity. And so somebody else has to spend time to get that out of the ground, make the electricity, I guess, you know, manage the power plants and stuff, get the coal if it runs on coal, if it's hydro, manage the dam. It all's brown time. And so we pay the time that we took, and we're given money because of the time we spent. Give it to somebody else because of the time they spent. That's why I call money time certificates. And Mr. Surpause, if you give a man a plane ticket, he can fly for a day. If you kick him off the plane, he can fly for the rest of his life. Good going. It won't be very long, but he'll fly. Time is freedom. Yeah, you'll like it. Monster Traps. Time is freedom, Jake, that's right. And time is a commodity. It's true. It is what we run off of. It's what our lives are based around. Time. Yeah, it depends on the plane's altitude. Indeed, Mr. Surpause. Mm-hmm. America. Uh, so, time. Time. We're almost out of time. Yes, you'll pay more for time and skills. It depends on the skills because guess what? If somebody put a lot of skills and has a lot of skills, they spent a lot of time learning those skills. So you're paying for the time that they spent learning those skills. It all relates back to time. And so that's how it works, it seems. And time is in Alice in Wonderland. They said you cannot get back or pay for. Well, I mean, yeah, it's a human concept. Hello, Sual, Suel. It's a human concept, time, and no, you can't get back time. Back time sounds like a work thing. You can't get it back. You can't pay the universe to give you time, and that's why we humans base how much time we spend off of what we're worth. We base our value off of how much time is spent on something, because our lives are based off of time. I bet if we were immortals, things would be very different because we could take as long as we wanted. There would be no rush. Oh, it's getting deep. Yes, you value time over work, so do I. Enjoy what you're doing and you'll never work a day in your life or something like that, but that goes along with the whole purpose subject. Jake, what is everyone's favorite time? My time. Oh, quite right. Quite right. Look, see, my favorite time is I think around 8:30, and then also 4:44 a.m., which I don't see much. Yeah, but I'm also quite fond of 9 a.m. Um, yeah, and once you take time to notice it, you realize it's speeding up or slowing down. That is a weird one, Zach Cook, because it is true. Because time can slow up or speed up, um, depending on what's going on. Like not long ago, when we were driving back, I looked up ahead from the back seat. Dad was driving, and I seen the reflectors on the road. I seen one reflector go like something was passing in front of it, and then I seen a bigger shadow, and then suddenly up ahead, giant moose in the middle of the road as we're speeding at it, 60 miles an hour. We had to slam on the brakes as Dad noticed it at the last moment because I pointed at it and shouted. And he's like, just at that moment, looking at the gauges. So everything just had to hit the brakes. And according to Dad and Mom, it all happened very quickly. It was all just like, but to me, everything slowed down. And I even right now I can think back and it was like it felt like slowly slowing down, slowly turning past it, and watching it slowly trot off the road. Mum said it ran fast, so in those intense moments, the mind speeds up, processing of time increases. Basically, you get more frames per second, but we only have certain processing speeds, so it seems slower. Um, Oh, Monster Traps speeds up after you hit 30. I mean, possibly. I'll test it out myself. 5 years. Uh, yes, it is quite like. Oh, huh. Zach, you're 19 now. Yes, I remember when I was 19. Time has certainly flown by, especially for myself. I remember when I was 18. Of course, didn't feel like I was starting to get grown up until about 2 years ago. Uh, yeah, time's certainly relative, and so is our lives. We, we're always growing, and, but then it's weird because it's true, 2012 seems like it was both long time ago and not long ago at all. And then 2004 I can remember like it was yesterday, but that was a long time ago. Um, And yeah, Jake, I've noticed that time flies when you're having fun. But sometimes it slows down if the fun you're having is new, because then the fun you're having is a new thing that you notice, and it's uh, entertaining. Like I remember the times when I was in England, a lot of the times we were out seemed to go by slowly, but I was having fun the whole time. Uh, so yeah. Last segue of the video, it turns out we talk about time. Time. Time blows the hills away. Quite ironic. Monster traps. Indeed. Define fun. I've heard that. I just watched a movie where somebody said define when they said a word, Lexi. Fun. Fun. That is a good question. What is fun? Fun. Fun is... Yeah, that song. It's that song. Something you enjoy. But then not really. Also, everything can be fun if you find the fun in it. Yes, Lexi. Yes, quite right. True fun comes from... I guess it's when our mind feels that it is being stimulated by something interesting that we find entertaining. So, and then it all depends on the mindset too. In the middle of a war, that's not really fun, is it? Playing a video game about being in the middle of the war, that sounds fun. All that differs is the reality of the situation. I can't answer if I'm a fun guy, Jake. Only everybody else can. Yeah. I think so. Don't leave you in the dark. I won't. Never. Lexi. So. Fun. Fun is when you're having fun. And it's when you have fun. Fun guy! Did it again! Fun guy! I'm a fun guy! Yes, I am! Darn it, I missed it. And we used to do that with Snoopy, because his name was funny. That's a statement, Pepper. We used to do that with Snoopy because his other name was Funny. And so we would say, it's funny, it's funny, it's funsy, it's fungi, yes, you're a fun guy. And by the end, he really did look like a fun guy. Poor old Snoopy. He looked like an old mushroom. Lexi. Good question. Yes, Donald says we're allowed to say that now. I'd say you're a pretty good example of that. So, yeah. What that is. So, yeah. The morals of fungi are questionable at times. Quite right. They enslave us all. They are enslaving us. Oh, Cone, you've been here a bit longer, haven't you? The mushrooms are just looking to enslave us and then, take over when the time is right. They're already singing songs I've seen. Gulf of Mexico is now Gulf of America. I guess they have to update their servers or something. Favorite type of mushroom, Jake? Good question. It's a question, which is what we've been needing. Now that we have questions, I like it. But, favorite type of mushroom, I'd say, is shiitake. Yeah. Shiitake, I think, and close second would be... I haven't had that many mushrooms. Yep, we're in sync. Yep, shiitake. Shiitake. Or, as Mum says, shiitake. Let's see. Well, I think that about covers it. Peyote mushrooms. Oh, haha, yes, those mushrooms. I've heard they can make you enter the spirit world, monster traps. The magic ones. They certainly have their uses for the shamanic rituals, I've heard. I've heard they can cure things. Now, lion's mane, super tasty. Sounds it. Um, well, give us the Norwegian name and I'll do my best to pronounce it, Mr. Surpaz. Hmm, oh, yes. It's a cactus, but kind of looks like a mushroom. Doesn't count. Ah, yes. I believe you were talking about those little... Wait, somebody was talking about the desert buttons. Hmm. Balotus adulus. Balotus adulus. That does sound Latin. Lion's mane is landed for brain power as well. Oh, you have a supplement. Yes, we've taken some of those mushroom supplements, but we don't have any right now. Howdy, Funky Burger. I like the name. Well, we're almost finished. Any last minute questions? Oracle Luke here to answer everything. I should have brought my tarot cards. Yeah. Because we're going over time now. Portobello in Norwegian is Portobello. Chanterelle is Cantarelle. Haha. So, with that, I will say... Anything else? Anything? Going once. Going twice. Going three. That's right, no one said steak and mushrooms earlier. That is what we do. But that's no spice, so I wasn't thinking about it. And yeah, don't forget to like and subscribe before you go. And stuff. Other YouTube stuff. And enjoy the chat. And bye, Curtis. So yeah, this has been a good live stream. I think. It's been pretty... chill. Mostly. So... Everyone. It's been going 78 minutes, and so I wish you all a very good evening, good afternoon. Thank you all for joining in, and it has been fun, Monster Traps. Goodbye to Jake and Lexi, thank you, and Monster Traps, and everybody else for watching. Mr. Surpaz, Cone, Curtis, KP, all of you others, and Raventor. Bye-bye, and see you on Sunday. Yep, we will do Mr. Surpaz. Time for a swim, maybe on... No, probably not, but... Okay. Bye-bye. Boink. And we are not live anymore. Ta-da! Bye-bye. Bye-bye.